In today's episode, we take a look at the 8bitdo N30 Pro Bluetooth Gamepad. Let's check it out. Right, we've got the N30 Bluetooth Gamepad here, and we're going to unbox it and then we're going to test it out. Okay, so we've got packaging here. It's for the Switch, Windows, see if we can get the camera to focus. Yeah, Switch, Windows, Android, Mac OS and Steam by Bluetooth. There's a little dongle you can get as well, but this works with the Switch straight away. So let's have a look inside. So we've got a plastic case in there, and then we're going to pop it out. Let's have a look. So you can see it's got the bumpers and the trigger buttons, but like right next to each other. Some really micro slim USB port there, start and select, and two sticks there. Oh, and some buttons underneath as well. Feels quite comfortable. Yeah, there you go. Came with some instructions as well. That's in Japanese probably, or China, I'm not sure where they sell this. Let's take a look. Yeah, so it's on all the different languages there, but you can get this guide online as well. And then we've got a micro slim USB cable in as well. I think that's it, just an empty box there, boys. Okay, so let's just have a look at the controller here. So all the buttons are red. Camera doesn't want to focus there. Here we go. We've got red buttons. We've got a XY. Two sticks, a D-pad. D-pad feels good. Might take a while to get used to the bumpers being there and the triggers being there as it's in them back to back, as you can probably see from this top view. Yep. Okay. And now we're going to put the Switch on and give it a try and see how it feels to play it. Right, now we're going to try the controller in action. And as you can see, to sync it up, you just hold. You turn it on first, you can even use the power button, and once you've synced it up you can use the power on the Y button for 1 second and it finds it straight away. The sync button over here, you just hold for like 3 seconds and it should find it up, and it will show it on the display here and change grip order the controller. So if we turn this on, and there it is, it just looks like a Pro controller. So right, we're going to play a little bit of Stunt Race FX on the Super Nintendo Switch Online app. So this is something you get free with your Nintendo Online subscriptions. We're going to try out this controller. Feels comfortable, feels like holding an original SNES controller, just with like the cable. It's a little bit weird having the two sticks there as well, but we don't really need that for this. Right, let's do a quick race and we'll show you. We'll go for this medium guy. We'll go for novice to start with because we're just showing it off. The start select buttons seem a bit spongy, but all seems good. A little bit weird having the trigger and bumper buttons right next to each other instead of like in forward and behind. Oh, wrong button. You can turn with the D-pad or the analog stick. But I've been meaning to keep showing this game off in a video, so I thought this is a good opportunity to use the SNES controller. Oh, I'm trying to adjust this D-pad. It's quite firm, it's not very spongy, the D-pad. So this had the this special FX chip in that Star Fox has got, or Starwing, depending on which country you're in. Yes, lab 2. It's like a jump on as well, if I remember right. Ooh. Yeah. So you press X to jump. I can't see why you really need it at this point. I usually play it like with the D-pad with these SNES games. It feels a bit weird to use the analog stick, but it's there if you want to. Okay, last lap. So yeah, it seems to play pretty well for this early 3D game. Obviously you could use this controller for any other games doing. Oh, but I think it would be a bit weird on a more modern game, especially with the trigger and the bumpers. I think you'd be fine with like the 2 sticks that are a little bit on the smaller side, but seems like a really well-made controller. Okay, that was a bit of Stunt Race FX. Now we're going to have a look, try a different game. So for our next game, I've chosen Splatoon 2 to try this controller out, because obviously, like I said before, the bumpers and triggers are in a different place, and obviously this being a third-person shooter type game, I thought this is going to feel very different using the 2 sticks on here and with the bumpers and triggers out. So let's give it a try. So now it's going to feel weird because you get so used naturally to like where your fingers need to go on like the Pro controller, because I use the Pro controller mainly for the Switch. So I'm curious to see what this is going to feel like. So I apologise if I don't do too well. Let's have a look. Plus it's been a while. There we go. Oh yeah, I remember this. Level has a rotating bit in the middle. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Feels weird because you'll click like the inner bit of the controller here to spray the ink, as you can see. There we go. Okay, it doesn't feel too bad. It's like kind of like digs weirdly in at the bottom of your finger here. But otherwise, no. Okay, let's see if we can do it. That wasn't a good place to be. Right. Like, I wouldn't play with this controller this long on this type of game, but I think it's just because you... Well, you could if you want. I think you've got smaller hands, it might be a bit more comfortable. Okay, let's cover down here. Where's the rest of my team at? There we go. So it feels this way weird this way around, like stick, like I might have stuck like the bumpers and triggers the other way around, but that's personal preference. Come on. Ah, how did I miss him? Yes, okay. Well, it's possible to splat someone with this controller, so that's a good start. Right, let's go over here. This isn't my best Splatoon playing, but I might even play with this controller more, you just get used to where the buttons are. Okay. Ah, come on. Yes. Come on, yes. Such a good game. I hope to make a third one. I can't imagine. I imagine they will. I can't imagine them not doing one. Oh. Ah. Okay. I've got a special. Let's see if we roll up and do that. Okay, there's... Ah, lost the special there. We'll get back in a sec. Let's get over here. Oh! I'll get used to playing with these little sticks are small. Like the Pro controller is just right for me, and then on the Switch Joy-Cons I put those thumb grips on. There you go. So yep, completely pausable and relatively okay once you get used to the bumpers and triggers to play with a 8bitdo controller and Splatoon 2. So the N30 Pro Bluetooth Gamepad that you can use on your Switch, Android, Windows, macOS and Steam. I'd give it a thumbs up. It's really good. It's sturdy. It feels comfortable. Yeah, I'd preferably play like SNES era like 2D platformers, might be the preference, but the sticks does allow you, if you suddenly need an extra controller, to play any game like I just showed you played Splatoon 2. So thank you for watching. Remember to hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and liking the video. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon at Arctic Panda Pops. Yeah, all the support is grateful, and thank you for watching. And this controller is good, it's great. I recommend it. See you next time.